Hello, my beautiful besties, and welcome to another reaction. I got a song for you today by Van Morrison. It's called Take Me Back, and it was requested for by Frank Stilson. Let's go get this.
I've been walking by the river. I've been walking down by the water. I've been walking down by the river. I've been feeling so sad and blue. I've been thinking, 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 I've been thinking. I've done so much suffering in this. Too much confusion, too much confusion in the world. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me way 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 back. Ah, take me way, 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 way back. Ha, help me understand. Take me, do you remember the time, darling, when everything made more sense in the world? Yeah. Oh, I remember when life made more sense. Take me back, 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 take me back. Oh, to when the world made more sense.
A very soulful number by the master himself, Van Morrison. It's a time for him to look back to the good times. He cannot handle the state of the world right now. But it's interesting, actually, because when people say that, I always think to myself, every generation thinks things were better when they were younger. Yeah, because I read a lot of stuff and I watch a lot of historical things. And 100 years ago, you had people complaining about what's happening in the world. And even before then, you had people as well. I mean, we had a world war how many years ago? So I don't know, when people say, oh, it was better back then. Sometimes it's slightly better, but I think most of these problems, we've always had them. That's what I think personally. But all the same, I like this. The harmonica sounded like he was in tears when he played that harmonica. That's what it sounded like to me. And even in his voice, you can hear the anguish in his voice. He's really pained by this. It's a very, very soulful number, and I'm enjoying this. Let's get some more.
Sense. Well, there's too much suffering and confusion, and I'm walking down by the river. Oh, let me understand religion. field, in a green meadow, down an avenue of trees. On a golden summer. And the sky was blue. You didn't have no worries. You didn't have no care. You were walking in a green field, in a meadow, full of buttercups in the summertime. And you look way out over the city and the water. And it felt so good, it felt so good. You keep on walking. Radio has so much soul, has so much soul. And you listen in the nighttime when it was still and quiet, and you looked out on the water and the big ships, the big boats kept on sailing by. You felt so good. Yeah, I felt so good. I want to blow my harmonica. When I understood the light, when I understood the light, in the golden afternoon, in the golden afternoon, in the golden afternoon, in the golden afternoon, in the golden afternoons, when we sat and listened to Sonny Boy blow. In the golden afternoon, when we sat and listened to Sonny Boy blow his horn. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me way, 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 way back when I understood.
It just gets better and better, man. One thing I had to agree with him though is when he was like talking about the environment. You know, there was less pollution like years ago, so definitely we're on the same page there. But he talked about the music as well, which I agree with as well. But then again, everyone thinks the music of their youth was the best. You know, the generation today, even though I haven't got much time for most of the music that we have around today, but if you talk to those kids now, in 50 years' time, they will be telling the kids of that present time that what you listen to now is nonsense. And when I was younger, right, the music was like heavenly. You know, it's just that you have the most fun when you're like very young. And also, you have no responsibilities, so it's like you have the best times in every way. And when you start getting older, you get faced with all these responsibilities, both as a family person or when you look at society in general. And then rather than you just waking up and thinking of the fun you're going to have today, you're waking up, you're thinking about what's going on in the society. You're waking up, you're thinking about how to pay your bills, you know, how to feed your kids. So that's my take on the whole thing, really. You know, it's life and it's always going to be that way. But this is really beautiful. And the beautiful thing about this song is in 30 years' time, another generation will listen to the song and they will like relate it to their own childhood. So it's a timeless song, really. Great stuff. Let's get some more.
When I understood, yeah. Oh, take me way back to when I was walking down the street. The rain, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause everything felt. everything felt, everything felt, everything felt, everything felt, everything felt so right and so good. 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 Everything felt so right and so good, so good. In the eternal night, in the eternal moment, in the eternal now, in the eternal moment, in the eternal now. Everything felt so good, so good, so good, so good, so good, and so right, it's so right, it's so right, just it's so good, it's so right, it's so right. In the eternal moment, in the eternal moment, in the eternal moment, in the eternal moment, when you lived in the light. When you lived in the grace, in the grace, in grace. When you lived in the light, in the light, in the grace, and the blessing.
Wow, that was a special song. You know, you could even call that spiritual, man. It had everything. It felt like Van Morrison was like in spirit when he was like recording this. You know, beautiful instrumentation. You know, the singing was like great. I love the emotion in his voice. I love the subject matter, even though it was open to discussion. I love that harmonica. I didn't think there was enough of it. You know, I thought for a 9-minute song, we should have had at least 1.5 minutes of that, you know. But then again, I'm a greedy man. I really like that. It's a beautiful song. And like I said earlier, it's a song that will transcend generations because every generation will listen to that, right, and be able to like relate it to where they are or where they were. And that's the, you know, hallmark of a great song. Beautiful stuff. I really enjoyed it. And I hope you did as well. And if you did, don't forget to give the video a big like for me, and I thank you for that. Those who found me today for the first time, welcome on board. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you come back again. My name is Harry. Stay cool, stay safe, stay beautiful in your heart and soul. And I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.